just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Commanders' 45-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up. They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
Really nice play call there by the offensive coordinator. You kind of use your tendencies against the defense. They're thinking run in this down and distance, and ultimately you use it to your advantage. Play action pass to the tight end, and you keep the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Here we go, Shaq. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Dragon 6, 19, Lion. Check out.
Play action. Here is Leonard. It is brought in the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Ready, break. 60 by 6. Dragon 60. Ready.
Daniels starts with a pass. Swing this one out to White. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready, ready.
From the 21, here's second and 8.
Here we go, Scott.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. He's on his way. rifle after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after catch.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it is Leonard. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. That is a 74-yard gain.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19, target, 19, Hawk 70.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Let's go now. Broncos, take up.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's Ibuka in motion. To the air on 3rd down. Here's Leonard. They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Denver. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Get the Eagles. Get the Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
On the ground, the goal for Sean right the back out of Arizona State. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 10 11. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Scoop.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Headed left, buying time. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
And 15.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
19, Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19, trap 50, trap 50. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they will finally run him down. A big play there for Washington. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run over center with White. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 18, 60 Mavs, Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Ready, ready! Warriors, Cougar 19!
Throwing is Daniels. Pass caught. That's Wade. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
19 Tiger!
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Ready, break! Come on, 70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang, Big Lion, count 60 Bobcat, 65, 79 Brock, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Daniels. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point attempt to come here.
The kicker on for the extra point.
He gets it to go. Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
On the ready. Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, strike. Cut 19, cut 19 tight, 19. Ready.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Tuli Tuipulotu getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. RPO quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go! 1918! 65 cat! 65 cat! Let's go!
Now Leonard. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds.
A gain of 25 yards.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Okay, ready?
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
White. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Brandon Smith.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half.
Ready?
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready,
The drive begins with a run by White. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Brandon Smith. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70. Dragon 6, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinals.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he is out of bounds at the 45. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Come on, come on. 60 Maverick, Hawk 70, 18, Pioneer.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Daniels going to throw again. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. $19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
To the air again is Daniels. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. On the field, he's got a Conquo. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
12-yard line.
Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates. Get it. Ready.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warrior 70. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
On the give, it's White. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
60 Bison, 6.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White, and he will dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
To throw on 1st and 10, Leonard. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air on second down. Here's Leonard. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. They smash. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
Leonard to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
He'll get this out wide. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. That's Ibuka in motion. Here we go, fourth down, and it's Leonard. Got a man, it's Ibuka, complete. And he will score. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Denver. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On the ready.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. We'll talk things over before third down.
Tiger 19. Get up. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 18. Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Viking 18, Buffalo 18, Mustang 19, 79 Broncos, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Now he'll work his way out right.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
70 Lions.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Broncos. No problem there on the extra point. Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Warriors 70, Bronco 80. Let's go now. Ready?
On first down, Daniels. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. A nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Okay, ready?
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go. Set. 65. Check. Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go street.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Dragon 60.
Here's Leonard now throwing on first and 10. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the Commanders.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Leonard. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Broncos.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Second and 6.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
18 rattle. Tap 60. Steady, ready.
That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Hey. 60 Maverick. Ready? 18. Come 19. Hut.
Leonard gonna throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And a good one here. He'll be marched out up past the 25-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go. Ready?
Daniels now on first down. Swing this one out to White.
Daniels pass. Complete to Rashad White. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On the jump.
Here's
At the
2nd and 6.
30-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Come on. Warriors 70. Panthers 60. Panthers. Ready?
They'll throw with Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Buffalo 18.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again. Daniel. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
First and
Let's
10
go now.
at the 15-yard
19,
line.
18, come 19, come 19.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Dragon 60. 70 Rick, 79 Bronco.
To throw on first and 10. Leonard. Here's a short one, caught by Kraft. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Now it's second and 1.
Tag. 19 Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18, 19 Lion, 18 Pioneer.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Third and a yard. Leonard. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. He's going to have